Okay, hi. I don't know if you saw me, but I was frantically working on trying to get my picture back into the live stream instead of the overlay with the countdown timer going. So, anyway, welcome to another episode of Talking About Congo. This is Woody Collins with Congo Helping Hands, and today is Friday. So, the first thing I want to do is to kind of give you not on the topic for the day, but a short update about the Congo, because I heard from I've been chatting with one of the doctors in the Congo at the Chikaji, the Good Shepherd Hospital, and he was talking about that was in Indiana, and what was our statistics and thing about COVID, and so I was giving him a rundown as to what we were doing here in Indiana, and gave him the website so that he can go through all the statistics and everything that's available on the COVID-19 here in Indiana. And I basically summed up and said that, hey, we were doing pretty good. However, at this point, we're like a lot of the other states that have not taken heed and reversed a lot of things that we have gained. So we are falling behind and getting going more serious. So, and I finally told him, I says, take a lesson from us. Don't be like we did and have a big spike at the end when you do, since they just going public, going releasing some of their restrictions. Schools, restaurants are now open, big banks, businesses, and stuff are now open. On the third, the schools will go back to school. The 3rd of August, that is, they'll be going back to school. And on the 15th of August, churches and other meetings will be allowed to happen in place. So, just told them to be careful and to watch out for everything that's going on in that area. So, that was a bonus for the day, but it was right off the bat of talking to somebody in the Congo, and I just got off the air, and that's probably why my uh, froze up a little bit, because I was chatting with him online about what was going on. Well, the big topic I wanted to talk about today was plagues. Uh, it kind of shocked me when I looked in the was looking through my news feeds of articles that come out that I get daily. I got probably about 10 to 15 alerts through Google that they search, and anytime keywords come up, they send me a digest of what the articles are saying and where it's from, and then I can go in and read those, and then I pick out the ones that I think are noteworthy about the Congo that you may be wanting to hear about. So that's where I get all the topics, and most of those things I don't talk about, but I put those on our Facebook page. So our Facebook page is populated with all the articles that I thought that would be of interest to us. Uh, it's on our Facebook page. That is Congo Helping Hands Facebook page. So, but one of the articles today was about plagues, bubonic plagues, synceptic plagues, and there was a third type. And what the one of the health zones, and Congo is divided up into health zones. They're probably like counties. They're divided up into 400 uh, plus health zones, and each health zone has somewhere from about 100 to 200,000 people in it. So it makes it a lot manageable. And one of the health zones had reported that there had been an uptick in the number of plagues that they've had, and I was shocked because as I've been following the Ebola outbreaks and the COVID outbreaks and measles outbreaks and all those type of things, I had never thought about the bubonic plagues, and it has killed about 14 people already, and they've had almost 40 some cases of it, and that's above the average of what they consider. So I just was just shocked and kind of going, what is going on? I mean, people haven't heard about plagues since probably uh, some of us who study the Bible. We know that the plagues that affected uh, Egypt, and we think about those. We think about some of the bubonic plagues that happened in the early, Romantic times and all those, but you never think about those type of plagues, and especially bubonic plague. That's probably the most famous one that's going on now. But of all places, it's going on in Congo, and Congo has enough uh, problems of its own, of modern day stuff, to be pulling back up things like bubonic plagues and things like that. So that was to me one of those things of like, whoa, what is going on? Don't they have enough problems and killing enough people? Uh, you know that you got plagues still affecting people. However, that leads me to the second topic of making virtual visits. One of the things that we think about, people ask me, "Do you go to Congo?" Yes, I go to the Congo 2 or 3 times a year, and then they gently ask, "Are you afraid of this? Are you afraid of that?" Well, no. You've come uh, used to hearing about different things, and you just have to uh, be aware of your surroundings and what's going on, and you have to pay attention to what news sources are going through. And being that I work a lot with the doctors and everything, they see and hear a lot of things that's going on prior to the general public is going on. So I, get that upper hand thing. But uh, so now we're doing a lot of virtual stuff. As a matter of fact, I was just got off a Zoom call that our organization called the Congo Mission Network. It's a network of Presbyterian churches that doing work in the Congo. We are having a virtual workshop meeting in the fall, where we typically have a meeting in person, but it's all going virtual now. And so this is going to be interesting because we're also going to not only invite people here in the United States, but we're going to invite some Congolese to participate, and that should be interesting. I know I have tried in the past, and it worked pretty good, but it's the internet is so unpredictable. Sometimes it works well, and sometimes it don't work well. And broadband is so expensive, which it would be more dedicated than a cell service. It's going to be interesting whether they'll be able to participate as full members and enjoy it as much as we are, because for the most part our cell service or broadband works pretty good. We do get the occasional blips, but for the most part it still works. So it'll be interesting to see. But the thing that perked my ears and when I saw that is, now that I could be able to, instead of chatting with people through SMS, WhatsApp, and phone calls and stuff like that, we will be able to maybe bring in some live guests from on the ground over in the Congo and let them talk about things that of concern to them that may be also a concern to you. I know that I try to do WhatsApp video or even WhatsApp calls. I never did a WhatsApp video from Congo, but I know I do the WhatsApp calls, and sometimes they work well, and sometimes you're continually cut off and you lose connection. So virtual visits here, just as we went virtual and Zoom meetings, it seems like we're getting ready to expand our coverage to start talking about how we can get uh, past a lot of those things and start working from Congo and getting people here, because for the time being, we expect that Congo is going to be locked down for international flights, and also the United States is going to be locked down for international flights. So, you know, in order to do some face-to-face things and to do that, we're going to have to go virtual in a lot of ways. So that's kind of sums up another adventure that I'm thinking about doing. And speaking of, I guess part of it was also last night I was looking at StreamYard Spotlight, and that's the software package that I use for streaming these. I stream these sessions to both our Facebook page, Congo Happy Hands Facebook page, and also YouTube. So one of the people that was spotlighted last night, they spotlighted a conference that they did with StreamYard, and it worked, but they were coming in from India and a different places around the world. It wasn't probably any third world countries that have poor internet like the Congo that was involved with it. But I know when I'm in Kinshasa, that is the worst internet that I've ever seen. Uh, it's just pathetic. But when you get out into some of the other locations in the interior, the internet is not that bad. And the primary reason is the internet is so bad in Kinshasa. It's so many people there, and that's where the center of power, the center of money. So everybody probably has at least one phone or two phones, and they are all on the internet in the evening, and you cannot get out during the day, and especially in the evening. You can, and they have packages, internet packages that uh, allow people for a cheaper price to get on between 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock in the morning. So if you want to save some money, you can get on the internet. But I found out even at those times of the morning when everybody should be asleep, the internet is clogged, and it's almost as bad as during the day. But anyway, just wanted to sum that up to you. Thank you for talking with Congo, talking about Congo, and we will see you on Saturday tomorrow. Take care, be blessed, and and be and take it easy.